Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Diddler Cup Racing Series. We are live from Stone Mountain, Georgia, alternate right turn Speedway. It is the Noxious Fumes 500. We about to get loaded on some fumes here. Not the kind you can just find, by locking yourself in your garage or just going huffing up on random tailpipes like I seen some of y'all do. I seen y'all in the parking lot. These are fumes you can buy from a can. They are noxious and they are delicious.
It's better than Jankum.
I think they are better than Jankum. They are better than Steve Jankum.
It's like Devo. It's like Devo. When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Yep, absolutely. My name is Chip Chapman, and after those lovely words from the in support of fumes, just in general, the fumes community, the fumity. I don't know. I'm Chip Chapman. To my right is Latin Lord Shivers.
I'm a big fan of fumes. I'm a big fan of the smell of burning gasoline. We're going to go 500 miles or something around this damn racetrack.
Absolutely. Turning right this time, and on my left is Beaumont Jenkins.
We're running on fumes tonight, you sons of bitches.
We absolutely
I'm going to get higher
are.
than a giraffe's pussy.
It is amazing. It is alternate right turn Speedway for tonight's goddamn auto race. It is the semifinal round. 8 drivers, 4 spots up for grabs. This is race 2 out of 3 of the semifinal round. The final elimination round of the Diddler Cup playoffs. We only got 3 more races today and 2 more Mondays, and we are going to crown ourselves a Diddler Cup champion after 3 years of waiting. We're going to have our 2019 slash
Polish off the Diddler Cup.
2021
Polish
Diddler
it
Cup
off there.
champion. Polish it off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's some cobwebs. There's I think there might be a small family of minor birds living in there, but that you can keep them if you want. They mine. You can have them. Anyway, we are going.
Muskrat nest in there.
There might be if you're lucky, and you and Captain Tennille can go have some muskrat love in the celebration, in the after party. Absolutely. We are live from Alternate Right Turn Speedway. This is the race info of Alt Right Turn Speedway, brought to you by Gum Booze. Taste the alcoholism. It's a full day's worth of drinking, compressed into one easily poppable stick of chewing gum. Now in a new flavor, rum and cola. Rum and cola. That's all one word, just rum and cola. I mean, they can't rum and cola. It sounds like it's a disease, but, you say it and you go, oh, okay, what are you going to have? 2 rum and colas. All right, well, I'll just pop a stick of chewing gum in my mouth. It's like you're down at the islands. Rum and cola. That is Gum Booze, Tasty Alcoholism, bringing you our race info. We're going 61 laps. That's 178.9 miles on a 2.933, just under 3 mile reverse oval. We are turning right. That is the catch. That is the little tricky bit about right turn Speedway. Pit window, we're looking at about 4 to 28 laps, so we're expecting 2 green flag pit stops if that were to happen here. And, of course, cautions are on, so we expect a lot of, let's just put it this way, there are a couple of wrecks in that intro video you saw from this race course back in 2018, where we ran it for the first time. We have a goddamn auto race coming up. I'm looking up Bucket Douchine, by the way, is, I believe, who won it earlier this season.
And with Gum Booze, you're the only person who cannot walk and chew gum at the same time with Gum Booze.
That's true. You're lucky if you can stumble and chew gum at that point. You're just, you
gotta focus on one. You're my designated walker.
Yeah, you just gotta focus on one at that point. That's the best you can do. I'm just kind of looking. It was the Dyslexia Cares 005 where Giacomo started on the pole. Bucket Douchine was the winner earlier this year. We look back to when we went here back in 2018, and we're gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna look up these as well and find the keys to the race here. And then right now we go ahead and the keys to the race are brought to you by DiscountCondoms.com, a wholesaler where you can get unlubricated, untested, and likely unpackaged condoms. You want loose condoms? they will give you they sell them for about 25 cents a scoop. It's like when you go to like the candy store and you just kind of scoop your own bag. It's like that, but it's just a bin full of condoms, unwrapped.
Get a temporary tattoo on your penis.
Yeah, well, you better hope it's temporary. Anyway, these are the keys to the race. These are the keys to the race, Lloyd. You want to help me out with taking them?
That's right. That's right. It's like a permanent tattoo on your penis. It's mostly tight, flat spaces.
Yep.
Most of the strap lap is going to be flat out. We got a little bit of banking on here. You know, it's a little bit of banking. It's enough banking. Now, you got to remember to turn right. That often throws off the drivers. That's why we paint that green squiggly line on the racetrack to help them go where they're going. And, of course, the third most important thing is try not to kill anybody on pit road because we are paying way too much in bereavement family fees.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think that anything is too much in bereavement family fees. I think the ideal amount of payment in bereavement pay is zero. Call me crazy on that one. It should be zero, but that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll blame you.
I still haven't got my bereavement pay. I filed that with the government years ago.
I still ain't got my bereavement pay. I've been waiting for Taco Bell to send me some bereavements. Loaded with sour cream and baked beans.
Oh, fair enough, man. I'm starving at this point. Oh my goodness! Well, there are a lot of people here.
Holy shit!
Ready
everybody
for
miles into Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hello, you sons of bitches.
Well, goodness me. We're gonna go ahead.
Packing the rafters in heat.
Welcome to a goddamn auto race.
We're just gonna go ahead and let y'all know what you are witnessing right now. This is the Diddler Cup Racing Series. This is a goddamn auto race. We are live from Stone Mountain, Georgia at Alternate Right Turn Speedway for the Noxious Fumes 500. My name is Chip Chapman. Beaumont Jenkins is the man to my left over there. Say hello, Beaumont.
I was one screaming.
And Lightning Lord Shivers is over there on the right to me. He just...
Nice.
There we go. There he is. And we are going 61 laps. You have got amazing timing because we are about to go 61 laps on a 2.933 mile reverse oval. That means they're turning right. Nobody knows how to do that, so it's going to be fun. Pit window, 24 to 28 laps. They're going 61 in total. Cautions are on. Don't you worry. We thank y'all for being here. We've already gone over the keys to the race. Basically, just don't wreck anybody on pit row and try not to wreck nobody else. Our pole sitter, brought to you by Dongerex Injectapen, the Dongerex Injectapen Pole Award. It is an erectile dysfunction cure-all that is administered by basically stabbing yourself in the dick. It's an EpiPen for your junk. It's an EpiPen for your epipenis. That is our Dongerex Injectapen Pole Award winner is Paul Walker, the 00 Nihilist Arby's car. Paul Walker, his 6th career pole, his 5th this season. Holy
how many
hell.
pole positions he's been winning? We might as well rename this the Dongerex Injectapen Paul Award.
It might as well be the Paul Award. You're absolutely right.
God damn.
You might as well know that the Paul Award is where you can go ahead and see that he is going to be on the pole today. He's going to be front row. Again, the Spub and Mortport's cars, all 3 of them are still in contention for the playoffs. This is the second race of round 3, the semifinal round of the Diddler Cup playoffs. 2 more races and then 4 will advance. We're going to go ahead and get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and remind you what happened last race. That was just this past Thursday, the Cinefist 500. We were at WCW Hog Wild 1996 Speedway at Sturgis. There were some early wrecks involving some playoff drivers. You see, that right there, that was Jeff Tanaka. There were tempers high. This is under caution where El Matador Toto Rosanna in that 75 car just spun out Thicker Richard Ketchup in the 8-2. And tempers, people were very angry. There's Paul Walker, who's sitting on our pole today, just giving a little love tap to some cars. And would you believe Jeff Gordon, the horse, made the pass on the very last lap. Just beat out Paul Alcohol in the 35 car to win the goddamn auto race. The second ever victory for Jeff Gordon, the horse, in the number 8 dump car. An actual horse. Here are our standings. Now, those are your 8 playoff drivers at the moment. 55 all the way down to 90. Well, that looks like a Y. Don't worry about it. We'll explain it later. Those are your playoff drivers trying to be in the top 4. And, of course, these are the playoff drivers that were eliminated already, starting from Jeff Shanice all the way down to Hans Vasspulver. A yellow name means they have won a race this season already. And, of course, 17 down to 32 are all the drivers who did not make it for the playoffs. There's still a battle for 17th place. Their points are getting adjusted, so they are battling for 17th. Bobrovsky is currently leading that pack all the way down to number 13, Triple X Macklin, the actual 13-year-old driving a dang car. Well, hopefully we just gave you a lot of information. We threw a lot of information at you right now. We hope you enjoy this goddamn auto race. We hope you enjoy the network you're watching on. We hope you give the network a little follow. You give it a check it out. We're here 2 more Mondays after this for the rest of the season, and there will be plenty more to come on this channel. But right now, we are getting ready for a goddamn auto race. Boys, we ready for a goddamn auto race? I will take that as a yes. I will take that as a yes. First, we have to go down to our official race prayer. We have to thank the Lord for today. We go down to Father Patty O'Grady, from Our Lady of the Stain, who's going to go ahead and give our official race prayer.
That's crazy drunk priest. Whoa, no. You're gonna drink after you bless the stain. Yes! And the brown!
Loved him. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
What's wrong with you, old man?
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a
No, get away from it! Get away from it! Get back! Oh. What did you do, you shithead? You ruined it!
All right. Well, that's oh man. Well, we gotta do some cleaning up. We gotta do some cleaning up.
Can we get one of them plastic signs on there?
Hey, can you pass me a glass and pour me one of those?
No, that is not what you want. Just here, have a Noxious Fumes. You just crack one of these open. Crack one of those. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's not 5-octane, baby.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead.
One.
It is time for things to get going here. We've got our honorary race starter. He is the CEO of Noxious Energy Inc. It is Ben Zine, and he is going to give the official race command.
Drivers, start your...
Oh, he just, man, that dude just, is he okay?
He's been
huffing some,
he's been stressed.
Yeah, he's been huffing fumes and well, that's not a, Well, let's go ahead and
There's
go
a whole
to
new man in the O2 Arena, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, that's a little different. I thought we just had to clean up the urine on the stage from the prayer, but he seems to just died or passed out right in the puddle of urine. We're going to get this stage cleaned up while we go to our starting grid, and the word is getting through to the drivers that they need to rev up the engines at this point. So we're going to get to that. Here is the starting grid for the Noxious Fumes 500. On row 1, it is Paul Walker, our pole sitter in the Nihilist Arby's 00 car, and his teammate Smiley Van Buren in that number 11 KFC I Ate the Bones car.
We got mates!
And on row 2, it is Hans Vasspulver in the Slap Mart 99 Chevy, and Jean-Paul Henry in the number 40 Ludger Beer Bombs Chevy for Dixie Wimmer Inc.
Slap your beer where America shops.
On row 3, it is Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice.
And Paul Alcohol in the number 35 car, sponsored by Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin.
Nice bathtub.
On row 4, it is Bucket Dushan in the Taco Baco Ford, number 55, and Richard Blood in the Boxo Wine car, number 51, the rosé-colored sponsor today. Normally, that's a nice deep red. It's a rosé color.
$5 Baco bill up.
On row 5, it is Giacomo in that number 4, Kiss, War Machine, and Ennio Spree in the number 28 car for South Tucson Youth Motorsports, sponsored by the Bingin' Texan.
PayPal in the buffet.
On row 6, it's Joe John Winchester in the number 47 Just Guns Ford, and Triple X Macklin in the number 13 Florida Georgia Lime car.
Somebody give that kid a gun.
On row 7, it is a pair of Russians, Petrol Topoff in the number 90 Sports NASCAR, and Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear in the number 2 car.
back here.
On row 8, it is Doug Pork in the number 8-3 car, sponsored by Roll Ham and Jim Blossoms in that number 41 Plasma Train car.
The new coaching staff for there.
Roll Tide. On row 9, it is Big Daddy Thibodeau, that number 62 Sedan car, and Mr. Naga's most glorious driver in the number 10 Mr. Naga car.
People taken by Yakuza Hitman.
On row 10, it is Kevin Boner Pillman at number 15 Dongarex Injectapen car, and El Matador Toto Rosanna in the number 75 car, sponsored by Air Supply.
That's the same face I make when I have an erection in church.
On row 11 is Jeff Shanice driving the Jeff's Chinese number 38 car for Iron Jeff Racing, and his teammate Jeff Tanaka in the Jeffty car.
What is Jeff?
On row 12, it is Blario Blandretti in that number 22 Blenzoil Toyota, and Ricky Walton in the number 32 Pontiac, sponsored by Mountains.
2 cars for the Sega Genesis version.
On row 13, it is Reverend Pastor Chavez in the number 33 Yes sponsored Toyota, and Jeff Gordon the horse, last week's winner, in the number 8 Gunk car.
Yes to the horse.
On row 14, it is Wooba Bali in that Hunger Orange's number 103 car.
Woo-ba-ba!
And Bobrovsky in the number 1 Gray Bits Teal Bits car.
How the hell do I set this up online? Let me get my cousin.
On row 15, it is Bowie Jessup in the number 9 Gumboos car, and Thicker Richard Ketchup in the 8-2 Mouthfeel All-Purpose Sauces car.
Drinking's got a good mouthfeel.
On in the back row, it is Fat Darrell in the 8-1 car, sponsored by Hat Meat, and Steve Thompson in the number 17 car, sponsored by WeBuyDrugs.gov.
Bang bong!
And there goes the pace car, Lee Corso. Yes, that Lee Corso is driving the pace car as he always is around this just under 3-mile oval super speedway. That is,
It's
as
a super
you are
duper speedway.
They are
Oval
going.
soup.
They are not going the wrong direction. Well, they might be if you're used to, the other way. But they are going right today. It is alternate right turn speedway in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and we are going 61 laps.
Good thing here with Paul Walker is he set the GPS. He actually has it hanging upside down, so he knows which way to turn there.
Smart. And Smiley Van Buren, that means his teammate Smiley Van Buren in the Spubby cars, in the Spubby Mortport's car, Spubby Mortport's team in the 11 car, sponsored by KFC. I'll get that right at some point. Is now on the inside as we take them around this pace lap. Now, for those who just need a reminder, this is the second of 3 races in the semifinal round of the playoffs. So there's this and next Monday's race where we take the 8 drivers and whittle it down to 4 for one final race off. The 8 drivers to keep an eye on who are in the playoffs as we speak are the 2 on the front row, the 00 and the 11. The number 40 who's on row 2, that is Jean-Paul Henry. The number 35 on row 3, Paul Alcohol. The number 51 and 55 on row 4, Bucky Dushine and Richard Blood. And Petrol Topoff, who's a little further back there in the number 90 car. And I believe I'm leaving one out, Jeff Tanaka in the number 88 Jeffty branded car. So I got everybody. Dushine.
Pace car's off, baby.
Pace car is off. We are getting ready to go. Pace car is off. Green flag is waving.
Noxious Fumes.
And let's go diddling. It's a goddamn auto race. Here we go. 61 laps coming. And the Spubby Mortport's cars of the 00 and the 11 are leading things off around this car. And they're already trying to make looks to see who's going to get up and clear now. That is the child, the 13-year-old Triple X Macklin on the outside there. Yeah, and he's not even, and look at that, Jim Blossom, who was right behind him, and Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear just basically closed the gap. So he basically is left on his lonesome. They're already going 3 wide right here.
Look at the speed of these damn cars.
3-4 wide on this here.
Already.
Look at this race.
And this is just the first lap of 61, and they are hitting top speeds of 189 right now on that first lap. And Smiley Van Buren is going to take 5 big points for leading the first lap, and he's got a couple playoff drivers right behind him, the 40 and the 35.
I tweak my nipples every time I see these cars roaring action with their big-ass V8 engines.
Chicken, bear, and Arby's. That ain't a Friday afternoon of depression. I don't know what is.
Ah, dang, that sounds like my Tuesday nights on the road.
Shit.
Woo! Well, as long as you're not going with an incorrectly spelled Zaxby's, that's how we got into our trouble the first time. So,
yeah, you don't want to do that.
Absolutely not.
I'll tell you the boys about it here. I'm gonna need like the 18-minute version. We'll go to Alice's restaurant one of these days, and we'll tell you all about it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a whole nother story. Yeah, it's
skits over there at Alice's restaurant.
There's a reason why this is the 2019/2021 Diddler Cup Racing Series. We did two seasons in 2017 and 2018. We started one in 2019, then we kind of fell into an alternate dimension, and we restarted the season back up from where we left off just earlier this year. And we will conclude this season in 2 Mondays from now. Oh my
goodness.
Thanos
snapped his hands of fate, and all of a sudden we had to stay home for like 6 months.
Yeah, Thanos, the snaps of fate. Absolutely. Goodness me. Well, Smiley Van Buren has led the first couple of laps, but he has gone ahead and, they're getting really tight. Oh, look at Scarini
coming out behind.
There is a lot of, we had a shot from your friend Keith there up in the helicopter.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look at that. That 28 car is wobbling. There might be something. I don't know if he caught a tire or.
That, of course, is Ennio Sperini, competitive
does
driver.
Have problems with the car.
Yeah, but he always says there's problems with the car. Paul Alcohol leads this lap, and look at our inaugural series champion, John Paul Reed, came around second last time around. And Triple X Mac with a good kid with a bright future, assured and ahead of him, and third.
Absolutely.
Stupid haircut, though.
Yeah, his haircut does stink, but hey, kids these days, am I right? We're watching. Oh, they're getting really tight. There are four different lines they are trying to take here as we're coming around. Gonna be lap 5 in just a second. And look at how tightly packed they all are, all these cars. Led by Paul Alcohol, the 35 car. Oh, there's trouble. There's trouble. Caution's out.
Got it.
Caution's out.
I saw it. I seen it.
It was really quick. Oh, look at everything going on here.
Oh my goodness! Smiley Van Buren's in it.
Smiley Van Buren's in it. Jeff Tanaka. Oh, playoff
in it again.
Playoff implications, y'all. Drivers in the playoffs.
I'm gonna take
playoffs.
We're gonna see if we can get somebody in the truck to get us a replay on what just happened. But we're getting word. Like, I'm trying to get an idea of who was involved. We saw the 11, we saw the 40, we saw the 88, and we're keeping an eye on this as the pace cars coming out. So these cars are getting down to speed. They were doing just under 200 miles an hour on average. The 13 was in it. As far as playoff cars, the 11, the 40, the 88, possibly more. Looks like maybe the 00 was involved in it.
And there you see number 103. That's Woo Bye Bye.
Yep.
It's my favorite NASCAR driver. He done pulled me out of a lake one time. He won in 2018. His only race win was on the actual streets of South Tucson. That is his only race he's ever won. He doesn't need to pit, doesn't need to qualify. Usually starts at the back of the pack, and that's how he usually wins there. Finished second in an All-Star race, too.
He did win the qualifier to get into the All-Star race. Yeah, he won the qualifier to get into the All-Star race.
That doesn't count in the official record.
Oh, it's not a points race, but it counts as a race win, I think.
The petition.
Yeah, there is a petition, apparently.
You're going to sign the petition, which will give him, retroactively, the 2018 Diddler Cup.
Hey, that harmonica means we got a replay coming in. Bottom left. There is just so much. It is so much worse than I thought.
They're 69.
Yes!
Son of a bitch!
Holy shit!
Woo!
Well, don't you worry. If you didn't get a good look at that, we always end the day, we end the broadcast with all the replays. We will have better views. We will have in-car views of that. So stick around. It will be worse if you are squeamish. But it looks like, we're starting to see some cars dropping out. Jean-Paul Henry is out of this race. Smiley Van Buren, Richard Blood. I didn't even see Richard Blood in that one, but he's apparently on pit road as well. So it looks like
unbelievable.
According to my numbers here, Paul Walker is back on the track, but I don't know if he was involved in that. We're keeping an eye on Paul Walker, but it looks like the 11.
Mr. Naka's glorious driver, he went ass over tea kettle.
And he is out of it as well. Yeah, he was doing some. Yeah, Smiley Van Buren was also doing some flipping. Jeff Tanaka was involved in that wreck. So it looks like 4 out of the 8 playoff drivers, the 88 of Tanaka, the 40 of Henri, the 11 of Van Buren, and the 51 of Blood were all involved in that wreck. I'm getting word that the 00 of Paul Walker, who was our pole sitter, might have had some contact, but he is out. He's out.
He's up. This
I
is
thought he was back on the track.
Oh,
He's out, retired. That is another playoff driver out of this race, which means, okay, let's do a little.
Shake up the deck.
We are shaking everything up here. Oh my goodness. Fuck you, Scott Farrell. We're shaking it up here. Absolutely, yeah. You shake that like that is the sound you make when you shake up a good old can of Noxious Fumes. There's like, you know how you ever know how like a bottle of Guinness has that weird thing that rattles in it? Well, Noxious Fumes has like straight up Noxious Fumes. You open up a can of Noxious Fumes, there's like straight up gravel in there. All right, there's just straight up gravel in there. I'm just telling you, it's true. It's science.
Oh, that's delicious.
Just wipe it open. Yeah. Yahtzee, baby. Yahtzee.
It's like one of them Japanese beverages where there's all sorts of weird stuff kind of popping around in there, except it's actual just gravel.
I found a pube in mine.
That's a prize. I think it's like a Cracker Jack thing. It's like a prize.
I had a fingertip in one of them.
That's the. Hey guys, is that also a prize? You found a fingertip.
It's a chicken fingertip.
Their lawyers would like me to inform you that is also a prize. That is meant to be there.
Hey, speaking of lawyers, man, I got one of these letters in the mail from it says it's from some lawyer, man. I just chopped it out. I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, probably.
What the lawyers want with us, man?
Exactly.
Jip, you know how they have Chinese finger traps? That's a Chinese finger victim.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, my condolences. We better not. That might have to be Noxious Energy Inc. Paying out the bereavement pay.
You ever walk into one of them funky candy stores with the little hands you put on your finger?
Yes. I usually do that with bugles, though.
Somewhere, there's a guy in China who's Edward Bugle Hands.
Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, triplets, Macklin and Richard Blood and Smiley Van Buren. Look at
that is a quarter of the field. A quarter of the field is basically out of this race. We are down to a 24-car field.
But the
Somebody
other 3 quarters of
didn't
this
flip the GPS over.
So the other 3 quarters of this field still have a chance to win this race.
Absolutely.
Going all the way back to Eddie Sperini. I hope they made some changes to the car because he was looking.
Might have had to. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead. So for those, just to give you an idea, this will give you a little bit to figure out when it comes to the playoff races, because of course everybody is racing for something in this. But the playoff drivers that are still in this race at the moment are the first place car, number 35, Paul Alcohol from War Machine Racing. Looking down the thing, number 90, the number 90 car in 11th place, Petrol Topoff from Matryoshka Inc. And Bucket Dushine, the last winner of the race at this track, in the 55 car sponsored by Taco Baco, he is running in 15th place. The other 5 playoff drivers, the 00, the 11, the 40, the 51, and the 88 are all out of this race. That is a great chance for Paul Alcohol, Petrol Topoff, and Bucket Dushine to put a lot of points on the board. And again, it's as simple as if one of them wins this race, if one of them wins this #goddamn auto race, then that just means they are automatically through to the next round.
I gotta tell you, boys, I love the apple pie Noxious Fumes. Holy hell, I'm wired for sound right now.
Oh, they got flavors?
You can put a home entertainment. You can put a stereo receiver up my butthole and shoot movies out of my face.
It ain't too much like. I want to make sure. By the way, the lights are off on the pace car, so we're going to be going green flag racing on the next lap, 10 laps. Yeah. As long as it's not like one of them. When it's got like that apple pie flavor, it's more like one of them hookahs, right? Where you feel like you're being cultural as opposed to feeling like you're just a vapist, right? I ain't no vapist.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I just smoke cigarettes.
Noxie the Plume
Yeah.
is also the mascot on there, and there's a lot of Noxie fans that are out here today.
Yep, they got their little plush dolls made out of cotton. They're little Noxie cotton dolls. It's adorable. They were just giving them out for free at the Noxie the Plume. They had a giant Noxie the Plume, kind of. He's very huggable, and you will get high
bunch
if
of
you.
farmers out there, bunch of farmers out there getting the cotton there. We call them farmer cysts,
Yeah, there you go.
giving out the Oxycontins.
Well, the pace car is off. We are about to go. Green flag racing.
It's a single
52
file
laps to
restart.
go.
Whole
It is.
alcohol's going to lead into the green.
Restart!
Oh, it is, and that is our restart. Brought to you by Restart, the official adult diaper of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. It is the restart. Restart your bowels and restart your day with Restart adult diapers. They come in compostable and non-biodegradable and reusable, I think. You know, any adult diaper is reusable if you put your mind to it, is what I say. But
These britches get switches.
exactly, britches ain't shit, is what I always say. But that is Restart adult diapers. You always want to end up number one, as long as you watch out for number two. I don't think anybody went to pit road either during the caution, aside from the cars who what wrecked, but
Oh, they want to stretch this fuel tank out as far
Absolutely.
as they can get it. They can try and make this in a one-stop race if they can.
they might also be banking on there being another caution, because, I mean, these drivers are dumb as hell, let's be honest with you.
They are dumb as hell, and we love it. And Doug Park is just taking the lead in the roll ham car, but he's got Bowie Jessup to his inside.
Yeah,
Second
there it
generation
is.
driver. His father was a great monster truck racing champion. He is a Diddler Cup Race Series race winner, and they are going nose to nose, side by side down the back straightaway.
They sure
Large,
are.
dangerous vehicles, everybody. Woo!
Doug Pork of the Adjective Foods team driving the Roll Ham car.
Roll ham, War Eagle, Hunger, Hippo.
Alabama.
Roll Ham Pork Eagle, I think is how it goes.
Town, Reptile Henderson.
Exactly. Coffee Town was robbed. I watched that. I saw that state that playoff game. They were absolutely robbed.
It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right.
No,
Bowie
it just ain't
Jessup
right.
making a move for the lead.
Man alive.
Oh my goodness, is Jeff Gordon the horse off the pace?
Yeah, Jeff Gordon, the horse, is falling off the pace. There are a couple other drivers who seem to be the 28, the 41, the 1, and the 32. They were all involved in that wreck, but didn't have enough damage to get out of the race, so they are clearly just putting laps on the board just to kind of get some points in, get some laps in.
I mean, he's smart.
Yeah, I mean, Bobrovsky
You can
is still
mostly just
battling
make
for
yourself-
17th place.
You can just make yourself a nuisance to everybody else around you. That's what you can just turn your car around and then just start driving the other direction. I'm amazed
Yeah.
nobody's done that here just for shits and or giggles.
It is the Diddler Cup way. I mean, these boys are dumb as hell.
Ow!
But it's with oh, we got trouble again!
Oh, we got
Are we getting a
another one.
caution? Is caution coming out? No!
We're saying
No, they're fine, they're fine.
We got a false flag?
We have a false flag operation
That is
at the
fake
alternate
racing
right
news.
turn speedway.
Oh,
That's
not
big
again!
racing news.
How are we getting a no caution? How?
That's that liberal NBC Sports, I tell you.
How are we getting no caution on that one? Well, we're gonna try to get. Yo, gentlemen, get us a replay at some point when we can. Let's see if we can see what happened because we didn't. All I
Let's get
saw was
that guy
Get
from the
me
first.
pictures of Spider-Man.
get me.
Give me.
Absolutely. Spider-Cuz or Spider-Man or twerking Spider. I don't give a damn. One of them.
I want to see the Spider-Man pointing at the other Spider-Man.
Yes, give me pictures of that, even if they're just printed from the internet. I always find that funny.
Oh, moving back to the late of the race. We are not going to caution.
He has not led just yet. There is no caution. We are about to get around to where that wreck was, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see if Okay, here comes our. Let's see what in the absolute hell happens. We're keeping an eye on. Oh, was the bear?
Whoa, the sport pastor, excuse me, Reverend Pastor Chavez. Shattering the fifth wall out here, turning Nikolai the Soviet driving bear.
We're almost explaining references at this point, but yeah, that is Reverend Pastor Chavez in that 33 car, sponsored by Yes Convenience Stores, who got loose and ran right into the bear. Nikolai the Soviet driving bear. Yeah, Nikolai the Soviet driving bear got spun on that.
Horse having problems, bear having problems.
It must be the
Noxious Fumes,
man.
It might as well be hunting season down here in Stone Mountain, Georgia. All these animals are not doing well at the moment, but they're still on the track. Nikolai the Soviet driving bear got the car righted, and if you were wondering how in the world an actual grizzly bear got to drive that car and ride it to the point that it didn't wreck the car, my answer to you is same way he's been driving all season.
That's right. My answer is this. Are you a cop?
Yeah, what are you, a cop? That's correct. That's the correct answer.
What are you, a bear?
What are you, a bear, or what are you, a cop? We're coming around here, 15 laps in the books. And Paul Alcohol...
You make that move. You get inside there.
Will continue to lead this race, but Joe John Winchester, who is the 2018 Series champion, is coming up on the inside with Bowie Jessup following him, and Petrol Topoff, who is clocking in 6th place. He is right behind there on the inside. One of the playoff drivers trying to make a good move for some points. Coming into today's race, Petrol Topoff was an 8th. He was only 22 points out of safety. Paul Alcohol came in today in 2nd place. So at the very least, he's going to make a big move up in the points. At best, he can lock himself in by winning the dang race. He can lock himself into the championship race in Santa Monica in 2 weeks' time.
That's right, our main event, our championship race, back in beautiful Santa Monica, California, is Joe John Winchester, our longest reigning champion by a matter of time and magnitude, comes around to lead this lap. Surprising. Of course, he was out in the first round of the playoffs after way too many skirmishes with Jeff Gordon the horse.
He's going to let this season go on as long as it has to.
Yeah, he
had
a run.
And he is a needle making records.
Joe John Winchester had a run of bad luck all season. He had a run of bad luck in the first round of the playoffs. I think he wrecked in all 3 playoff races. After winning 3 races in the regular season, he was top in points come the start of the playoffs.
That just goes to show you how wide open it is with this new playoff format.
Yep.
It's just great. You can take everything that you've accomplished in the so-called regular season. You can take it. You can just inhale.
Yep.
Just
hold it there. Just hold it. Think about it.
Spit on it. Crumple it up. Wipe your butthole with it. And throw it in the toilet.
There you go. Yeah, it's just kind of like when you drive past a cemetery as a kid. You hold your breath the whole time. You just kind of wait, hold it in, let it work, let it do its thing, and just go. That is Petrol Topoff in the number 90 car. Now you were wondering, why is that a Y on the side of his car? That is a Cyrillic number. That is our Russian team, Matryoshka Incorporated. They have 3 drivers in this field. The 1 of Bobrovsky, the 2 of Nikolai the Soviet driving bear, and the 90 of Petrol Topoff, who is in his 2nd season. And he is also, Petrol Topoff has also had himself, in his 2nd season, in his rookie season back in 2018, he was a Final Four. He made it all the way to the championship race, ultimately when Joe John Winchester won the whole dang thing. Petrol Topoff finished top 4 in his rookie season.
That's a hell of a rookie season right there.
It is. That's a very good driver at Matryoshka Inc. has.
You boys ever try the albuterol flavored Noxious Fumes?
No, that sounds amazing.
I ain't.
It tastes like butter and turkey. Made by a guy named Al.
A guy named what?
A guy named Al. Albuterol.
Oh, Al. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why he put his own name on it. I got you.
Butter and turkey.
Well,
Delicious.
Oh, man.
Soda.
That reminds me of that old, that big old boxer named Butterball.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My dyslexic friend thinks it's John Essico.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I keep getting them bottles by John Essico, and I was like, you dumbass.
I got you, yeah. Just a reminder, Paul Alcohol was a playoff driver in 2018 as well. The Final Four back in 2018. And I believe all those races can be watched on the YouTube channel of this very network. That was our first year doing the playoff format. And Giacomo finished runner-up to Joe John Winchester. Paul Alcohol in third. Petrol Topoff finished fourth. And of course, Jean-Paul Henry finished fifth. He was the best of the eliminated playoff drivers, which does become a race. The points reset when they're eliminated to battle for fifth by the end. Jean-Paul Henry had those honors. He was the points champion. Back in 2017, Joe John Winchester was the runner-up.
I think he pronounces them on-ors.
Yeah, there you go, the on-ors, exactly.
The on-ors.
Yeah.
And Paul Alcohol finished third place again in 2017. So that is a driver in the 35 car that year after year has been right up there battling. Could this be the year for Paul Alcohol? He's been so close twice.
He's a bit
third place.
Here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, pass that bear.
Yep, that is Nikolai the Soviet.
check.
That is Nikolai the Soviet driving bear,
Yeah, carnage.
who is already down a lap. He was involved in the crash earlier that did not bring out a caution. But we're going to go ahead and see. This is going to be interesting. Now, what this tends to do is these drivers are absolute assholes. They will not get out of the way unless they absolutely need to. So this is going to really potentially split the field. Let's see how Joe John Winchester or Bowie Jessup handle this. Are they going to just get on either side of him? Bowie's going to take the low line and get right past and leave Joe John Winchester, who was just on side of him, in the dust. So the bear is causing a big old logjam here.
Could this be?
The bear is just trying to scratch his bare ass right on the hood of that 4-7 car, and it's just went ahead and split the whole pack up.
I know what the big deal is. I like that bear. He's so sharp.
You know,
Fair
when
enough,
Joe John Winchester took up a position at his local chapter of Birmingham DSA, I never think he would ever start feuding with a horse and a bear.
Well, he might be feuding with a bear. At this point, he ain't going to be happy with
He'll
that
fuck
bear.
up the rest of the Chinese calendar if he has to.
He don't have to feud with
He'll
a
fight
sloth.
a duck, damn it. He will fight a duck.
Hey man, I bet you I can name all 12 animals in the Chinese alphabet.
What, the ones they're serving?
You got a horse, a
Yep.
bear,
Yep.
you got a skunk,
Probably.
you got a possum,
I don't believe. Yep.
you got Darlene.
Fry?
Not sure
You got-
that's an animal, but hey, close enough.
Let's see what else. Mongoose, dirtbag. I think that's one of them.
Yeah, Mongoose
Lame? Yep.
Mongoose Dirtback. I saw that band back in college. Yeah.
Let's see what else. We got a pit bull.
Oh yeah, he doesn't stop the party.
Cows, chickens,
Part of the
pigs,
Jello. Chicken's part of the Jello.
and steak. I think that's all 12.
I think steak. Yeah, we're currently in the year of the steak. I think. I'm pretty sure about that one. Well, look at who has just pushed his way to the front. It is the last driver to win at Stone Mountain, Georgia, and a playoff contender. Bucky Dushot in that number 55
He
Taco
got a
Baco
32
car.
ounce cup of that Jabba Dabba Doo.
Jabba Dabba Doo, indeed. He did get that. He is tinkling outside every binkle, and he is leading this race for 5 big points. They might matter. He's going to put a big push up into the standings. He was leading the points today. He is going to have a great chance. Yep.
Bucky Dushine is one of those great drivers who represents the youth movement we got going. I mean,
Absolutely.
nobody
Second season.
nobody as young as Triple X Macklin, of course.
No.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Well, Bucky Dushine's got
Come here.
three He's got 3 career wins, 2 this season already. He's been on the pole 3 times, and he's had 22 finishes in the top 10 in how many races did he start? In basically what? In what? 44 total races.
It's a lot of races for such a young man.
I mean, it is amazing. He's basically every other race he is in the top 10, and boy, you know, we've been saying it all the time, all season, but it just begs to be true. The Spub and Mort Ports team. Remember, everybody here, basically almost everybody here is on a racing team, and they got teammates and they work together and things like that when they ain't too dumb as hell to figure things out. But the Spub and Mort Ports team is the 55. The 11 and the 00, and sadly the 11 and the 00 are both out of this race, but they were on the front row before they got involved in that wreck. The 55 is leading this race. They have all 3 of them have fast cars, and they've had them all season, and they're all 3 still in the playoff picture.
That is
amazing. It's astounding. Time is fleeting.
Only 4 cars can make it in this last round of race for the champ in Santa Monica, of course.
And it is possible that all 3 Spubby cars could do it. The only other team with more than 1 driver in the playoffs still right now is DWI, which is Dixie Wimmer Inc., which has the 40 of Jean-Paul Henry and Richard Blood in the 51 car, both of whom are out of this race, of course. But the other 3 have a Matryoshka Inc. car, number 90, who is racing Bucket for the lead right now. And these 2 cars are going to have a great day of trying to just pull away from the competition.
We got mountains. We got mountains. It's Stone Mountain.
It is the mountains. That is Ricky Walton, normally driving the Temecula Dirt car. The 32, sponsored by Mountains for HTE Bassmet. Has there ever been a sport more entertaining than racing? But yeah, they don't have any cars in the playoffs this year, unfortunately. But yeah, we're looking at who's in there. I mean, Petrol Topoff representing Matryoshka Inc. Paul Alcohol representing War Machine Racing. His teammate Giacomo just got eliminated from the round of 12. And the Iron Jeffs had all 3 drivers make the playoffs. Unfortunately, 2 of them got eliminated in the first round. Jeff Tanaka is the only driver still alive in the playoffs right now. But his race is come to an end as well. And Dushan is just holding off the 90 car so hard. It is amazing.
Dushan and Top Up, of course. These 2 drivers are going to try and drive away from one another. We see we get some shots here, and this asshole down here in 3rd place.
Number 3.
I realize a lot of people may be new here, so I'm just gonna leave it on sidebar. Big Man Thibodeau is the reason why I'm up in the commentary booth. Not of my choice, because I would have whooped every one of these drivers' asses if that rat bastard didn't ram me out and have my license taken away. I want retribution, goddammit! And he's sitting in 3rd place ahead of Mario Andretti, who is running a solid race in 4th. Mario Andretti, of course, he has all the driving experience in the world. He should be able to take care of the dots. Of course, I know he's in his old age right now, but it's hard to bet against Mario Andretti.
That is Blario Blandretti. Blario Blandretti driving the Blenzoil car, number 22 for Most Glorious Motorsports. The Blenzoil car, Blario Blandretti.
Mario Blandretti.
Of course.
Yeah. Got it? Got it. Cool.
Great.
We're on the same page. No, we're on the same page. We're good. Just so you know, the number 60 car, Big Daddy Thibodeau, driving that number 60 Tucsonade car for South Tucson Youth Motorsports, alongside the number 28 Ennio Sperini, who was involved in that wreck, but he's still on the lead lap. He's still on the track. And Triple X Macklin, the actual child, their student driver in the number 13 car, which was sponsored by Florida Georgia Lime. But he was involved in a wreck and is out of this race.
Wu Bai Bai made a good idea there.
Yeah,
Kevin Boner Pillman coming up from behind, checked his butthole and let him go through.
Pretty much, yeah. Wu Bai Bai is one of 12 drivers in that lead pack, all about within a second of the lead, which is held by Bucky Dushan.
This race is getting interesting. Doug
Exactly,
Park.
it's getting very interesting. Yeah, Doug Pork has had a great race. Adjective Foods have not had the best season. They have all been struggling as a racing team, but
They've been a little overcooked, shall we say.
They have been overcooked. And here we go. We got green flag pit stops. Green flag pit stops here at lap 31. This is about where we were thinking, as we were under caution for a little bit, and Jeff Shanice is going to stay out and lead a lap. Interesting decision there. That is Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice.
Who was just trying to stay on the lead lap. He was almost getting passed by the leads. But we're seeing all the lead cars on pit road right now. And while they are on pit road, they are getting fresh tires. They are getting some adjustments if they need to be made. And they, of course, are getting fill up of high quality, high octane Beepus fuel, the official fuel sponsor of the 2021 Diddler Cup. You want to drive fast, you want to have a good quality fuel, put a little Beepus in your tank. Beepus.
Beepus.
Well, there we have it. That is Jeff Shanice going down to pit road. This is going to be an interesting decision that he made to stay out there for the 5. Were the 5 points worth it, Jeff? Because now he's going to have to try to catch up with everybody else. And we have got a whole split field. It might be worth it. If he's going to be off the pace because he don't have no one to draft with, that might be the problem here. But it looks like Jeff Shanice looks like he's still in the lead right now. He has not crossed the start-finish line, which is at the end of pit road. So he won't clock in just yet. So we got another moment to see how these cars are all shaking up. But Bucket Dushine seems to be right coming up on lap down traffic. Jim Blossoms, Ennio Sparini, and El Matador Toto Rosanna appears to be on the lead lap. So Rosanna seems to be leading this race right now. It seems that is Sparini heading down to pit road. He was down a lap already.
Toto Rosanna is, of course, trying to lead them all the way to the green flag. Yep, he's going to try and hold that high line. But Bucket Dushine is going to try and make a move around him anyways. Jeff Shanice slots back and layer in the pack.
Yep, we're waiting to see as the drivers start to cycle around one more time how they filter down, because we have had green flag pit stops. It makes all the intervals a little squirrely for a moment, but once Jeff Shanice comes around, he will clock in a new time. We will get updated stats on that.
We're updating them as we go along, as we speak.
Yep, we got a bunch of smarty pants with a bunch of typewriters just going ahead and updated with clocks and stopwatches and gumption.
They got all these nerds down there with their graphic calculators making them spell boobies.
Those are my kinds of numbers right there.
And there we go. Now we got Doug Pork leading this race. Jeff Shanice in second. Blario Blandretti at the front in third. Thicker Richard Ketchup in that mouthfeel car. The number 82 car.
It's been a while since we've seen Thicker Richard Ketchup, who is a veteran stock car racing driver, much like myself, but he's new to the Diddler Cup Series, and the reason why is because he's been in a coma for a while.
He is a series rookie, and he has put 4 top 10 finishes on the board.
Ketchup history with Toto Rosanna.
He does. He was involved in that issue with He did get ketchup. Toto Rosanna did catch up and rear-ended him last race a couple days ago. So there might be a little bit of possibly retribution.
And look at this man. He's moving to the lead of the race. This is incredible.
Blario Blandretti taking that outside line and getting the speed. He's got Doug Pork to push him along. Big Daddy Thibodeau on that inside, but he might have to slide back in and take the draft with him.
I remember that one episode of Bloom Improvement.
Yeah.
When Blario Blandretti outlasted Blim Blowlin, all because Blim Blowlin got himself a Blee UI.
Yep. That happened. That's true. Yeah.
He killed Wilson.
Oh, jeez.
That was a dark episode.
That's
what
I said.
Oh, man. Must have been one of those very special episodes.
Yeah. Well, Doug Pork, what a day this would be. Doug Pork, we have already had this happen twice this season, where the driver that has the most winless starts the most starts in the Diddler Cup without a win has gotten the win this season. It happened with Richard Blood. He got the win over at the was it the Crocodile Mile? It was Stony Roberts. It was Stony Roberts Raceway. That's what it was in Dothan. And then we had Paul Walker get his first victory just a couple races ago. Doug Pork is tied for the most winless starts in the Diddler Cup. And he is running in second place right now with a chance to drop that from his drop that dubious honor from his name.
He's going to have to work for it. He really is. All these drivers are going to have to work for it. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Just got handed the envelope, and you know what that means, folks.
Oh, what does it mean, Lord?
It means it's time for the Parts Unknown Auto Parts Lap of the Race, brought to you by Parts Unknown Auto Parts, where you can find parts for just about anything. Hell, if you need to find a hood latch for a 2003 Genox Marf, you can find it at Parts Unknown Auto Parts.
Is that a Genox Marf?
That's right.
Wow, a Genox Marf. I ain't seen one of them since the 70s. That is
I
Parts
think it was
Unknown.
in former Soviet Union.
That is Parts Unknown Auto Parts, sponsoring our unknown lap of the race, which was lap 37, y'all.
That was an experimental one where it had training wheels on the side so it didn't tip over.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, the training wheels were interesting. But, yeah, you can get yourselves any sort of part for any sort of vehicle. You can get yourself a hood ornament for a wheelbarrow. I got myself a Matchbox for a Matchbox car.
I got myself a Matchbox 20 album to use as a bear coaster.
Yeah. That is more, and that works more than you think you are.
I'm just glad now that they smoothed out everything with Crudge, and they're now selling parts for Crudge cars.
They sell Crudge now? That's good. Good, that's good.
Have you Crudge sometime?
Have you Crudge some...
By the way, all of our drivers here today, if you are smarter than a fifth grader, you are entitled to financial compensation.
Absolutely.
I'm always entitled to financial compensation. God damn it!
Yeah, we ain't doing this for free. I mean, don't get me wrong, we love this, but we ain't doing this for free. We are proudly broadcasting this on whatever network.
If you are hosting a game show with your cleanest pair of jeans on, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
If you shit your britches because some numbnuts decide to cut in front of you in the one gas station bathroom with the single down pooping stall, but you didn't feel like you wanted to shit in the urinal, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
If somebody called me, it's like your Golden Corral steak, fat and gristly. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
By the way, I think somebody suggested that taking a poop in the urinal, it should be called a FedEx because the package gets delivered.
I think they call that a chocolate waterfall.
I thought it was called. I like that as well. That actually ain't bad either. I like calling it. Someone told me it was called a FedEx because you're delivering the package just not where it's supposed to be going.
That's incredible.
That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good one. I like calling it chocolate waterfall too.
Oh yeah, I remember that Limp Bizkit album.
Chocolate waterfall.
That wrestling show in the big stadium.
Yeah.
What's a very large wrestling extravaganza show or whatever?
Yeah, the very large one. Yeah, that's it.
I remember this time. I went to the Champagne room.
Yep.
The Champagne room. That was over there at the what was it? Scores or whatever it was called there. I think at one time there. I can't quite remember.
Scores, I think.
Anyways, I put a marshmallow in her butthole and went.
That's like one of them marshmallow. That's like one of them marshmallow guns
on the wall there.
That's like one of them marshmallow guns you play with when you were a kid. That's disturbing and impressive. That is.
A lot of ammunition in my marshmallow guns. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
if a stripper shoots your eye out with a butthole marshmallow, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
That's my favorite comedy album. I love that. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. If you... Oh, I love that. Man, that is going to change how I make s'mores now. I'm going to have to go there and make some... I'm going to have to go there and have me some s'mores. That's the name of the place. It wasn't Scores. It was called S'mores.
Yeah. It's
Me
called
and my
S'mores.
dyslexic ass, I tell you what.
That's why we weren't at the right place. We were at...
Me walking into Suburban trying to order a foot-long football marinara.
Trying to
Sure
go to
enough.
the Smubby and order a different kind of foot long.
Sure enough, there it is, Riddell, right on the side there. They put a football on there, topped with red sauce and Italian-colored bread, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do?
$5 football.
I'm sorry, Italian-colored bread?
Italian-colored bread, yeah,
I
they make
heard
it.
that. No, I thought I heard that. That sounds tasty.
They serve Italian-colored bread,
Yep.
tuna water,
Tuna water, yeah.
green,
Yeah.
trying to think of the
I
sauce
mean,
they use.
that sounds like what I get at my sandwich. That sounds like what my sandwich is on, yeah.
Archipelago sauce. It's not really 1,000 Islands, it's like
Oh,
Yeah.
we can.
at least 3.
Beaumont, I told you we're not allowed to mention Arca.
Oh,
It's one of those rival companies that
Yeah.
makes crappy stock car racing.
And I don't know what
with their-
Pelago is, but they better not be coming up and thinking they can take over the Diddler Cup either.
That's right. If you want
Get
to watch
those old
some,
assholes out of our league.
Absolutely.
you want to watch some crappy stock car racing, you can flip on any other channel. You want to see the best of the best, you come here, watch the Diddler Cup right there.
Exactly.
You want
Right
to
there.
see people in the fucking passing lane the entire goddamn time.
Absolutely.
What the
We are
fuck is
seeing
this, Pennsylvania?
we got a new race leader. Big Daddy Thibodeau is leading this race, but Thicker Richard Ketchup is getting pulled forward by, well, that is Reverend Pastor Chavez, who is, I thought was out of this race. He is down a lap, but he is giving a good push to the 8-2 car. My goodness. Well, we are just under 20 laps to go, and Thicker Richard Ketchup looks like he is going to come around and try to lead this goddamn auto race, and I think he's going to do it, as Thibodeau was the best car to chase him down. But Thicker Richard Ketchup, from comatose to
On the bed.
bleeding the lap of toast, I don't know.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dump a toast to condiment, baby.
Yes. Driving
Living the dream.
Driving that 8-2 car for Adjective Foods.
still
Sponsored by Mouthfeel All-Purpose Sauces. The Mouthfeel brand of condiments, sauces, and spreads. Now we're talking Mouthfeel.
Now we are talking mouthfeel.
Being pointed out, the green flag pit stops did do a lot to really spread things out here in this race. Speaking
Some
of condiments,
spread,
sauces,
huh?
and spreads. Yes, some spread, huh? You got a lead pack of 8 cars. Well, we got a lead pack of 5 cars. The 8-2, the 60, the 38, the 8-3, and the 22. Plus, there's the 4-7, the 9, and the 15 right behind. And then there's about 6 more cars, of which Petrol Top Off and Bucket Dewshine are in that pack. Paul Alcohol has quietly fallen off the pace, but when 5 of the 8 playoff drivers are out of this race from the very start, finishing 15th, even though you're off the pace, ain't going to be too bad for Alcohol. He's going to be happy with just keeping the car on the track. Even if the car's not doing great, they're just being like, look, you're in good shape. Just get some points on the board, keep the car together, come to pit road if you need it. We'll just kind of, they might be playing it a little conservatively, which at alt-right turn Speedway might be the best way to play it, which doesn't seem to be the case, but that is how you play it.
Most of these people play it, when they're cooking themselves some fried chicken cooked in margarine Taylor green.
Yep. Absolutely, yep. That's that green flavor you were telling me about again. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you were telling about
There's
that,
all the Spubby.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where you get it at the Spubby, yeah. The Spubby, yeah. Well, speaking of Spubby, we're seeing the Spubby Mortport's car, driven by Bucket Dewshine. The number 55, Taco Baco. 55
It's going to be a
car.
great day for Bucket Dewshine and his
Yeah.
playoff aspirations.
Well, he and Petrol Topov are battling for 9th place right now. In fact, that pack of 5 cars with the 75, the 17, and the 103 are all
You guys ever get into
battling.
them bread circles? bread cereals with the white My Hero Academia nut?
The bread circles with the My Hero Academia nut?
So
No.
it's spelling that's above it.
Oh, dang, okay.
Oh, hey.
Usually- Usually when I want a bread circle, I just go with myself to one of the Einstein bagels, or I go to Kegel's Bagels. And I get me some Kegel bagels, or a bunch of bagel. I go to a bunch of bagel and get me a truckload of bagels.
You got a whole lot of bunch of booga bing bong dilly wally bagels.
Yep, dilly indeed.
You go get yourself some pizza down around here. You get pizza with toppings on the top and bottom because they say there's fine people on both sides.
Yep. And when you
Noxious Fumes died here. It's supposed to make you lighter.
That's fair. Oh no. Well, all I know is that when you're eating pizza and doing Kegels, you can eat pizza all the time. That's how I remember it.
When I ride the pizza, I'm gonna spill my name.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's a demon! We got demons! It's a demon! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Chris compels you!
Hey! No!
Power of Chris compels you!
I think you found the helium noxious fumes. I think you found the special raspberry lime helium flavor.
Oh, that is raspberry lime helium. Jesus Christ. Make sure I don't drink me one of them. I'm just going to go ahead and crack me open. This one's just straight up methane. It's one of the blander flavors, but I like it. What can I say?
Oh, I don't feel too good right now.
Oh, you don't
No, you all right,
too
Mama?
good,
That worries me. That worries me.
My heart's running the goddamn mountain man, and I don't like this one damn bit.
Wow. Well,
how long does it usually take for these to wear off?
It'll wear off soon enough. But oh Jesus, he's tweaking out. It's kind of. We just need to calm down. It's all right. It's all right. We're good.
Hey, buddy.
We got a new race leader, Jeff Shanice, in the Jeff's Chinese 38 car. Made the smart move to pit a lap after everybody else. Came back, is leading this goddamn auto race now.
I'm starting to see that first pack of 5 cars, and they made that next pack about 3 cars. It's starting to get a little bit closer.
They are much closer. That's going to be a big interval change in here.
Oh boy!
I think the lap traffic did it. They just dropped a second and a half.
Oh my!
That lead. Shit. The 4-7, the 9, and the 15. Joe John Winchester, Bowie Jessup, Kevin Boner Pillman just closed the gap between them and the lead pack by 1.4 seconds, nearly a second and a half. And they are going to be right behind, and that is because of lap down traffic. That is Jeff Gordon, the horse is in there. They had to contend with the 8 car. Holy shit. This is going to be an interesting final 10 laps to go.
This is what you got to call everybody. Call everybody and convince them like, hey, no, this ain't one of them robo-callers. This is me calling you to let you know that you need to turn in the other Cup Race Series. You need to get your friends.
Call your local medical provider and let them know you want Diddler Cup on your office TV.
Absolutely. You call your friends and you say, we've been trying to call you about your Diddler Cup viewing. Do it more. Do it more. 10 to go. Doug Pork's leading this goddamn auto race. And we
got a Super Bowl.
And we got a lead pack of 7 cars. Kevin Boner Pillman is just straggling off the back end, but he is right there ready to ram from behind as that Dongerex Injectapen Pen 15 car. Holy
all right, the Noxious Fumes here is called Pit Super Weapon.
Yeah, it is the Pit Super Weapon. Absolutely. The Pit Road Super Weapon. Ready to fire. It's still charging. It's still charging. You all right? You all right, Boma?
You need me to hold your hair back? Need me to hold your hair back?
They are contending with some lap down traffic. That is Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice.
And that is Fat Daryl in the 8-1 car, sponsored by Hat Meat. It's just Hat Meat. It's all Hat Meat. And let's see how they handle it. That is Paul Alcohol about to be put down a lap 2. Interesting.
Can you believe it? All this lap traffic. Again, it just goes to show that these drivers are not only dumb as hell, they are also assholes with no consideration for others.
I need to sit down.
I know you've been sitting.
But I need to
You've been sitting. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. It's all legal. It's fine. Well, we are seeing the lap down traffic really wreaking havoc here. That is the lead of this pack. The 38. Bowie Jessup just dipped down to try to get in front of these lap down cars.
Andretti's going to scoot right in front of him, and so is Duck Park.
He might have to. Yeah, no one's going with him, and they're just going to stay behind the 33 and the 69 and the 81 and the 35 who are all laps down. Jeff Shanice leading this goddamn auto race. Bowie Jessup in 3rd. Doug Pork in 2nd. Big Dan Thibodeau in 4th. Blario Blandretti currently in 5th, but that's going to change. They come back around here and cross the start-finish line with 7 to go.
Pastor Chavez, Mayfield, they're off the lead lap. Paul Alcohol's off the lead lap.
Yep. They just got put down the lead lap.
Fat Darrell is off the lead lap. Doug Porky's on the lead lap, and they are going 3 wide for the lead of this damn mobile race.
Just getting past them. Jeff Shanice just got past a couple of cars, so Fat Darrell is now down a lap, is off the lead lap. Jeff Gordon, the horse, has been
real loose. He's got Kevin Pillman going with us this time, but do they have more help?
And Jeff Gordon, the horse, has been put down a lap as well. He's just going to file to the back of that pack. But Reverend Pastor Chavez and Paul Alcohol both down about to be down a lap. They're still trying to stay on a lead lap as low as that 69 car, driven by Morris Mayfield. Not a good day for the 69 team.
Nice. Not nice.
But there have been and we're seeing right now, and they're going 3 wide with 6 to go. And we're seeing a lot of wiggling here. A lot of cars getting really loose and really squirrely. Might be really, and these are lap down cars, so they ain't been running all that good today. So we'll have to see what in the absolute hell is going to happen here. We're keeping an eye on these cars as Bowie Jessup is taking the low line, coming around. It's like we're going to be 5 to go. Oh, no, we're not. I got my stretches wrong. Well, that was not the final stretch. And, getting really loose. Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, no!
Jessup's in it! Jessup going Jessup on left traffic!
No caution! Caution is no caution! Oh, no, Bowie Jessup! Oh, he was so close taking the lead. Bad luck for Bowie Jessup. And it looks like, I think that we're going to try to get ourselves at 5 to go. 5 to go. We're going to try to get an account of that. I think it was only Jessup.
Get the hell out of here.
I think it was Jessup and just lap down traffic. It was the 33, the 35, and the 69, along with the 9 cars. So I think
a lot of cars are driving assholes.
They
are.
They
made huge championship implications.
Here we go. Here we go. Well, it may or may not be championship. It will affect Paul Alcohol, but Paul Alcohol is going to be, as far as all the 8 playoff drivers go, Paul Alcohol was basically in 3rd, and he is out for the day.
He's out
He
now.
was in 3rd, but he might be dropping some points as these cars.
This is amazing.
This is going to be crazy. That is Ricky Walton. That is Bobrovsky. That is Ennio Sperini, and that is Jim Blossoms.
Oh,
Jim.
Yep, so Paul Alcohol may be dropping down a couple of places. He'll be losing some points here as well.
We got Mario Andretti leading this race with 4 to go ahead of Joe John Winchester and Kevin Boner Pillman.
And that is a lot of, Boner Pillman has just gone ahead of the 47 of Joe John Winchester. I still can't believe we didn't get a caution on that last lap. That is crazy. We are about to go 3 to go here as the 22 car, Blario Blandretti, looking to pick up his first Diddler Cup Series victory. And it would be a great victory for Most Glorious Motorsports, who only have the 1 victory from Reverend Pastor Chavez early in the season, back in 2019, actually.
I think I saw him win his last race in '93 in Phoenix that one time, when that British fella hit the wall in practice. But Mario Andretti won the race. He's damn 80 years old. He can win this race with 3 to go.
I believe that's Blario Blandretti, not to be confused
Mario
with Mario Andretti.
Andretti is here, and he's going to win this race.
Exactly, that is Blario Blandretti. We're keeping an eye on the two basically the two playoff drivers who are still running in this race. Petrol, Topoff, and Bucket Dushan are battling for 8th and 9th. I don't think they're going to be battling each other too hard. They're going to be very happy to take a lot of points and move way up in the standings compared to the other 6 cars in the playoffs who all have wrecked today. 5 of them on the first 5 laps of this race. The only caution, somehow the first wreck, but the only caution. And now dropping down to 3rd place, but still behind Blandretti, as we're going to get 2 to go, is Kevin Boner Pillman. And what a good finish this would be for Kevin Boner Pillman to get a goddamn a win in this goddamn auto race. He's got 2 career wins.
Auto race, 2 to go.
He's got 2 career wins in the Diddler Cup. He is yet to get a win this season. He did make the playoffs. He was eliminated in the past round, but alongside Hans Vaspulver in that 99 slap mark car, there are big things in the works. There are big things in the works for Slapdong Corporate Racing. They talked about adding a 3rd car to their team, but we are seeing Thibodeau getting a good push from Winchester.
Mario Andretti's got to find all the horsepower he can. It cannot end like this with a lap and a half to go.
It is so close. Thibodeau and Blandretti are leading, and it's going to be Thibodeau all by his lonesome coming around. Final stretch,
John Winchester
taking
on the side.
white flag. Who takes the white flag? It is going to be Big Daddy Thibodeau with Blario Blandretti and Joe John Winchester, but Winchester has the inside line.
Come on, Joe John Winchester. Pull that on the inside. Pull that. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, baby. You still got the horsepower. You got Doug Pork pushing you.
He sure does. Doug Pork has been fast all day, too, so that's a good car to push you. We're looking back. That is Bucket Dushan and Topoff. They're going to be very happy. I don't think they're going to be too crazy with this lap trap. They're just going to go ahead and stay in there and ride that pack and just be fine with that. And but we're going back to the front of this field. Joe John Winchester has pulled ahead, has gotten in front of Thibodeau, who he thinks is going to be the last track. And he's got Pork on the low side, but it's going to be Winchester getting another win. Joe John Winchester beats out Big Daddy Thibodeau and Doug Pork to win this goddamn auto race.
Yeah!
Winchester,
what a race!
I think you're just happy that your boy Thibodeau did not win. Let's go ahead and say it, but that's fine.
What a damn win for Joe John Winchester.
That is his
After all the
win.
After all the adversity he faced in the first round of the playoffs, to come back and win this race and make a statement for 2022 and beyond.
Yeah, he has. He sure has. That is race win number 4 this year for Joe John Winchester. And he is now he was beforehand, but he has now won 8 career races here in the Diddler Cup. He is the all-time leader in races won. He was already at that. He had 7 going into today. He has now got a 2-race lead over Paul Alcohol, who has 6 all-time wins, but he is now leading with the most wins this season. I think 4 wins is most all-time, most in a single season, so that's a heck of a an honor to have.
Anyway, I mean, he was champion for damn 3 years.
Sure.
With a little bit of help from a Soul Gem and a Kratom store.
Yep.
And
just wondering what it was like. Should I return this?
Yeah.
No, I'm holding on to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, you still got? Oh God, you still got the Sunoco Cup?
I don't know.
It's probably fine.
I hope not.
Probably fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Oh, fine.
Anyway, your race winner is Joe John Winchester driving the Just Guns 47 Ford for ATF Bureau. And here is our top 10 of this race. Joe John Winchester getting the win. Big Daddy Thibodeau finishing in second. Doug Pork, great finish for him. 3rd place in this goddamn auto race. Jeff Shanice in 4th. Blario Blandretti taking a top 5 finish in that 22 car. Kevin Boner Pillman in 6th. Victor Richard Ketchup in 7th. So a great day for 2 of the 3 Adjective food cars. Petrol Top Off in 8th. Bucket Douchine in 9th. And Steve Thompson rounding out the top 10 in this goddamn auto race. That is your top 10. And I think it's time to see what that does to the standings, because we are going to have a very interesting playoff picture coming up right now. So once again, your official race winner of the Noxious Fumes 500 is Joe John Winchester, getting win number 4 this season for the ATF Bureau team, ATF Bureau Racing. And here's what the playoff field looks like. Those bottom 4 cars are in elimination, and it just rolled right past us already. I'll tell you right now, Bucket Douchine, Paul Alcohol, Petrol Top Off, and Jean-Paul Henry. Those are your top drivers. There you see it again. Blood, Walker, Van Buren, and Tanaka are in potential to be eliminated with 1 more race to go. And here is the rest of the standings. Jeff Shanice leads the battle for, it will be the battle for 5th. It's the battle for 9th right now. Bobrovsky leads the battle for 17th at the moment. He had a solid finish. He was somewhere in the pack. Steve Thompson gained a little bit on him. And there you see the bottom of the pack. Doug Pork moving up a couple spots, but still in the bottom quarter for the Adjective Food cars. We will see you again in 1 week's time for the Dada For You 400 as we head to Tokyo, Japan for an elimination race. It is our first time coming to this track this season. Our next race, the Dada For You 400 at Strong Style Kings Roadway in Tokyo, Japan. It is a massive tri-oval of 4+ miles, which means crazy shit's going to happen on it. And we are going to be going there in just a week's time. Monday night of next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time, that will be the elimination race where our field of 8 drivers goes down to 4. And then in just 2 weeks' time, December 6th, Monday night, will be the championship race at Santa Monica, California, where we will crown the 2019/2021 Diddler Cup Racing Series champion. And that is how this season will end. It has been quite a season so far, but there's so much still to be decided. 8 will become 4 next week. It is going to be so much fun. Boys, I think it's time for some replays. Let's go ahead and see what in the absolute hell. Let's get real and nauseous watching some cars from first-person view. Do some flippy shit. How's that sound?
Woo! Let's
All
see
right.
some flippy shit.
Well, these are the replays. We end our broadcast, as always, with some highlights, which just means we just show you most of the wrecks. But here we see lap 5 got us started with our only caution, not the only wreck. And we're going to try to get the best views as possible. There were so many cars involved in it, just cars flipping all over the place, getting all flippy-dippy, hoopy-doopy, and stupid as
Van
shit.
Buren was on top of the kid.
Yeah, Van Buren was. I think we're on board with, this is Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, I think. Yep, that is the 10 car. And if you are squeamish, we should have warned you. We should have warned you. That is, holy hell.
That's a spoiler alert if I ever saw one.
That is a spoiler alert. That is a spoiler that is getting this wreck. This is from the view of the child. Triple X Macklin is on this. Oh, Jesus Christ. He was upside down for a little bit, too. He was skidding. He had a car on his dang roof, I think.
He's
Holy
young and he'll live
shit.
forever.
It'll be fine. Yeah, when you're young like that, you just don't know what's dangerous. You don't know what's scary. You don't know when you're
It
going
was
to
Henry
die.
that caused it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's hard to see who caused it, yeah. And there we see Smiley Van Buren rolled across a couple of hoods. Holy shit. We are on board with, I think, that is Ennio Sparini, I believe.
This is incredible.
Yep, I got my notes here. That is
That's going to the intro video next year.
absolutely it is. That is Ennio Sparini getting
Gentlemen, put that on the fucking intro reel for next year. I don't care if you ain't started it.
We're getting so many views of this just to get a good look. We're going to go on board with the 11 car in just a second, who literally got airborne. He was hovering, basically. This is the 11 car. I'm getting my notes.
Noxious Fumes here. Here we go.
Yep, this is the KFC I Ate the Bones car driven by Smiley Van Buren. Oh, Jesus Christ. He is basically
he got the
not...
catch fence. He took out a section of that catch fence, and we still went racing for another 55 laps.
Absolutely, yeah. And this, last but not least, this is the number 32 car who was involved in that race.
Oh, Ricky Walton. Tough day.
Ricky Walton, yep.
Irresponsible driving.
That is some irresponsible driving by everybody. Let's go to lap 13. This is our false flag caution. These are some lap down. That was Reverend Pastor Chavez and the 69 car, I think it was, getting loose, and they got into each other, and the bear was just some collateral damage. I think we're gonna go on board with some of them and figure it out. We're on board with the bear right now, who I think just gets tapped and gets spun. I don't think he knew anything was happening, not just because he was a bear, because he had nothing to do with that wreck. I think that was just the 13 and the 69 getting together.
Nice.
Lap 24. And this was the lead trade-in places. These were the two best finishers of the playoff drivers. Petrol Topoff got 5 points for leading the lap. Bucket Dushine got 5 points leading the lap. Those are going to be important when it comes down to the play. Yeah, it's important when it comes to the playoffs.
Usually the 13 and the 69 get together involves Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, or at least jail time. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is the 8-3 car taking the lead. Yep, that's that. You don't want that Noxious Fumes. That's a bad taste of Noxious Fumes. That's the Memphis Mud Pot Extra Mud one.
That's the Japanese queef.
Yeah, and well, that is the other wreck that happened that did not bring out a caution flag. Just a couple laps ago, that was lap 56. We're going on board with Boo and Jessup in the number 9 car.
I hear that one of the flagman decided to go take a smoke break, and I believe all the other track workers decided to take a break in unison, because as they say around here, when we go one, we go all.
Yep.
Nobody wants to work here anymore.
Well, you know, that wouldn't happen if they had proper union smoke breaks, but I know how they feel about unions down here.
That's a good Noxious Fumes.
Yeah, these are the good Noxious Fumes. Absolutely. And all this wrecking just over and over. That was the six. That was from the viewpoint of Fat Daryl at the end, the 8-1 car, who somehow drove through it a little bit. Lap 60, 2 laps to go, and it was Glorio Blandretti getting passed by Big Daddy Thibodeau, who would take the white flag, but the final lap saw Thibodeau getting passed by Joe John Winchester, who found his moment, and he took it, and he led this goddamn auto race at the very last lap to get win number 4 of the season and career win number 8 for Joe John Winchester. Not his first victory at this track, I don't believe either. He won at this back in 2018 at one of the 2 times that we ran here. And he got himself another trip into victory lane. That's going to feel pretty good for a team that had some hard luck at the worst possible time when they're trying to be a repeat champion. And Winchester's got a good car. He's always a threat. So that is our goddamn auto race. Those are our replays. Well, we will see you again in a week's time at Strong Style Kings Roadway. We gotta get our papers in order to head to Japan and head to Tokyo.
We gotta forge some damn passports.
Yeah, we gotta do that again. Well, why don't we just use the same ones last time? We gotta keep using different ones or they get confiscated. What happens?
I know.
At this point, it's almost easier to just get a real one at that point. It's almost not worth the trouble to forge them.
That they make a hamburger steak over there. It's either a hamburger or it's a steak. It can't be both.
Yeah.
It's a Wagyu the dog.
That's the problem, yeah. I just want to get me some steak, and then, I want to pop it up into my mouth and catch it in my mouth and just go, Kobe! When I do that. That's how I'm going to do that. It's going to be great. I want a goddamn Mr. Danger steak, damn it. I want the damn dude who got his head set on fire who make me a steak, okay? That's what I want.
I want a Geraldo Rivera.
Yes! Get a Geraldo Rivera jacket. I don't know. It has been a goddamn auto race. We thank y'all for joining us so much. We thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time watching the Diddler Cup Racing Series, if it's not your first time, it is so. We hope it is not your last time. Even though the season is getting close to an end, stick around. We'll be back on just a few. We'll be back again with the Diddler Cup Racing Series with an elimination race in 1 week's time, Monday night of next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be back with the Dada 4U 500. Dada 4U 400. It's a mouthful. I don't quite know what it is, but the Dada 4U 400 next week before we close out our season in 2 weeks' time with the championship race. 8 playoff drivers will become 4 after next week's race. For Latin and Lloyd Shivers, for Beaumont Jenkins, I'm Chip Chapman. We need to get less high off these fumes. Fuck it, I want to go to Culver's. Let's find Culver's. Is there a Culver's around here? It's got to be, right?
Culver's around
I'll take
here.
a Buc-ee's at this point. I'll take a Buc-ee's, a Culver's. I ain't going to, as long as they're spelled right. I don't trust the Zax. I still don't trust the Zaxby's these days, but don't, you know.
Buc-ee's is spelled with a K, right?
No.
Wait. But I went
It's
to the Buc-ee's that
B-U-C.
said at gmail.com.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
a
the
different
right one?
That's probably the wrong one. Anyway, it has been a goddamn auto race. We'll figure it out on our way to Tokyo, Japan. We'll hit up a yes when we're there. It'll be great. Get yourself vaccinated, of course, and we will see you again in a week's time. It has been the Diddler Cup Racing Series. So long from Stone Mountain, Georgia. I'm telling you, we gotta spell check these things.
You want me to autocorrect stuff? I tried to type some bullshit one and turned into jumpsuit.
Oh.
How can I say this was jumpsuit? It's not gonna make a goddamn sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody is out here looking to duck on a Saturday evening, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm not down to duck. Thank you.